And next up, we need a class that will take care of our database transactions. And let's go ahead and create it. So we'll name it crud.php. All right, so this is the class that will take care of our database transactions. By the way, CRUD stands for create, read, update, and delete. All right, so we're going to use this class whenever we want to communicate with our database. All right, so the first thing we want to do here is want to open our PHP script as usual. So our PHP tags, and we want to include the file that connects to the database, and dbconfig.php. Okay, and next up, let's go ahead and define the class name. So class crud. All right, and what you want to do here is want to declare a private property that will hold an instance of our database connection. All right, so by the way, this private means that this this variable can only be accessed inside this class. All right, so if you're new to object-oriented programming, just remember that this means that this variable is only accessible inside this class. All right, and next up, we need a constructor. Now, I'll just explain what a constructor is just now. If you're new to object-oriented programming, it should be construct. Now, a constructor is a piece of code that runs whenever you create an instance of a class, and you create an instance of a class whenever you want to use that class. All right, so just for testing purposes, let me just echo anything here. Let me just echo anything, or anything hello world. All right, and on our test.php, I'll just comment this out and include this CRUD class, crud.php. So I'm gonna go ahead and create an instance of this CRUD class. Remember, I said you create an instance of a class whenever you want to use that class. All right, so this is how you create an instance of a class. CRUD equals new CRUD. Now this means that you want to use this class and the methods inside this class. So to call remember I said a constructor. Remember I said a constructor runs whenever you create an instance of a class. So now that we've created an instance of this CRUD class, we're expecting this line of code to run. All right, let's go ahead and run our test script. dbconnect. Right, let's just comment this out, because now it's like we're including twice. All right, because we're including it here, so it's complaining that we're including twice. We are including it twice, so it's just removed completely. Right, anything hello world. So this piece of code is running, right, because we just created an instance of this class. All right, so remember that, always remember that a constructor runs the moment you create an instance of this class. All right, so what you want to do inside this constructor is want to initialize the con property to the instance of our database connection. So we're gonna call this function. Remember, we have access to this function because we are including this that file. All right, Now, whenever we create an instance of this class, our con property will always hold the database connection object. All right. Let's actually test that out by var dumping the con property. Okay, now back to our test script. Right, see, now we're getting an instance of a PDO database connection. And we're getting it twice because we're also var dumping it here. So I just want to remove that. All right, now whenever we create an instance of this class, we'll always have this property will always hold the instance of what database connection, and we can go ahead and use it, all right, to run our database transactions. All right, so let's leave it there for now. I'll see you on the next tutorial.